Do you think it's okay to date a man for money?
Yes. Okay, but like he'll buy you stuff and all you have to do is fuck him. I'm a woman. Men already like have so many rights. Now it's like, it's the girl's time to fucking shine.
If you don't do your job, if you don't satisfy me, if you're not paying no bills, if you're just laying around like a roach.
Weak, bitch ass, sucker, buster ass niggas make bitches like this. Hey, what's going on? It's Hicks Uncensored. I'm back with another one, and many of you guys are new subscribers. I want to say welcome. If you ever notice, I never really tell people, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my channel. You make that decision for yourself. I know that the way that I speak, everybody can't handle this. I'm only looking for a remnant of people. Everybody can't handle how I talk. This is uncensored for a reason. It doesn't just say uncensored just for it to say that. Let's check out this video because I want to kind of start doing some different things. I want to start speaking on some different topics. Let's take a look at this video.
Do you think it's okay to date a man for money?
Yes. Okay, but like he'll buy you stuff and all you have to do is fuck him.
So you think good puss is enough to keep a man happy?
1,000? No, there's more. There's more. But like, my job isn't to keep a man happy, it's his job to keep me happy. That's why I need a sugar daddy and I have one.
Why is it all about you though?
Because I'm a woman. Men already like have so many rights. Now it's like, it's the girl's time to fucking shine.
You don't think 2024 is the best time to be a woman?
No, we just got our abortion rights removed. Now it's the best time to be a fucking woman and stand the fuck up, because men are fucking dicks.
You don't think
this kind of thinking that a lot of these younger females and even older females have been trained to think in that fashion, it's going to backfire on you. See, you're not going to see the results of the things that you have said and done sometimes till years later. This kind of thinking that she has, because it's really an indoctrination, they're regurgitating things that they have heard and it's going to backfire. You be careful of what you say out of your mouth, and they wonder why men are starting to think in the way that they're thinking.
you don't think you need a man to survive in life or anything?
No, I have a $180K salary as a 22-year-old, and I have a bonus next week. I do not need a fucking man to be happy.
Yeah, but money is temporary. It comes and goes. What happens when you lose your job?
I can have 5 fucking boyfriends a week. I do not need one man to keep me happy.
Can you show the people what you just did a while ago?
Is that booty me? Hey, look at them booty cheeks.
Raggedy ass.
So be honest
bitch.
with me, right? What do you think a man thinks when he's gonna watch this video and see you shaking
I
ass?
don't give a fuck what the fuck he gotta think, cause if anything, bitch, what's up?
You gonna fight?
She's been drinking and she's displaying what she really is. Anytime that I hear them say, I don't give a fuck, wait, really you do. Because these type women, they know that a lot of guys out here, they're a bunch of bitches. They're a bunch of bitch ass motherfuckers. They're not going to have any standard for women. And it's the same thing for women when they're dealing with men. But a lot of these little females like this, they know that no matter how fucked up my attitude is, no matter how disrespectful I am, no matter how much I curse him out and call him a bitch, he'll still fuck with me. He'll still deal with me. They know that they can get away behaving like this. Hey man, I seen one girl, she was jumping all in this dude's face, calling him a bitch, all type of shit. If you're going to allow that kind of behavior, if you're not going to check that kind of behavior, then why would she stop? Weak, bitch ass, sucker, buster ass niggas make bitches like this.
Fight him?
Hell yeah.
Why don't you care about what a man has to think?
Cause niggas ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
Whoa.
Repeating
You
and
white or black?
regurgitating shit that
I'm
she's
mixed.
heard in the past.
You're biracial?
Hell yeah, what you talking about?
What do you mean what I'm talking about? I just asked you.
So what?
You look white.
I know I do.
Well, you're half white.
That's what I am.
So people don't ask you like, why you say nigga?
Everybody asks.
And what you tell them?
Everybody asks, and I say I don't give a fuck.
Is it your dad or your mom?
And she think this shit is
My
cute.
dad.
And
But I ain't got one. Ah!
do you think sex is enough to keep a relationship together?
Oh my God, sex is so important in a relationship. Yes, yes. Like normally when I get to know someone and I really like them, I'm not gonna have sex with them. But if they're bad or something, I will take it into consideration.
So, but is it enough to stop a relationship from failing?
I mean, I think you can always teach a guy how to be better. But if that doesn't work and sex is really important to you, then no, it's not gonna work out.
So would you say you have good puss?
I have what?
Would you say you have good puss?
That sounds nasty.
I
Puss.
can't answer that. That is confidential.
Confidential information?
Confidential information.
Is it good enough to keep a man with nothing else?
No, because guys will fuck anyone, so it doesn't matter if you have good pussy or not.
So what else would you need to do to keep a man in a relationship?
You know, I've been with a lot of men. No, dated.
I bet you
Men.
have. No,
And
you
I
said
still
it right
haven't
the
figured
first
it
time.
out. I don't know what keeps a man. You can be the hottest person ever, you can be the smartest girl ever, you can have the most money, and it never keeps a man.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Are you single?
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
I'm just too busy for a relationship right now. I don't have time for it.
You're too busy for a relationship, or a man hasn't wanted to commit to you?
I'm too busy.
So you've had men.
You really have to watch the type of answers and the way that they answer the questions. I know when someone's full of shit. I know when someone is trying to say something and dress it up and make it sound, I'm too busy for a relationship. I'm just too busy. Many of these females have been in a multitude of different relationships that has not worked. And if you were to ask them, why hasn't it worked? It's always something it's never nothing she did. On top of that, a lot of them, they break up with and they leave decent guys. How crazy do that sound? See, this shit sounds so crazy that someone's listening to me thinking that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. This shit happens all the time. Women themselves will admit this, that they have left and broken up with guys who were actually good men. A lot of these women never want to say, he left me or he stopped fucking with me. They never want to say that and keep it 100. And then they say shit like what she's saying. I'm too busy for a relationship. Really? What it is that within all of the guys that she dated, she can't find someone who's going to settle down and commit to her. That's really what it is. I'm willing to bet. She's not finding that guy who's going to commit, who's going to give her a serious relationship. So what she's doing is saying that, oh, well, I'm too busy today. No, you just have not found the guy that is going to give you a relationship and commit to you. And you're tired of going from guy to guy and they're not committing. That's what it is. So now you are just simply saying that you're too busy for a relationship.
Who are looking to take you seriously right now?
I've had some try, but I don't feed into it because I know I don't have time for it.
What makes you so occupied?
School and work.
But you don't think with the right guy you'd be able to make it work?
Not right now, because I'm not at my best. So like once I'm at my best and I feel like I'm more successful, then I'll be able to give, that to a guy.
So of the guys who have tried in the past, what was it about them that made you go, I don't have the time for this?
Well, that's like a lot. I mean, they like lie and like cheat, guy stuff.
Cheating?
Girls do it too, but the guys did it to me.
Cheating in what sense?
Like emotional, like anything. Any attention you're giving to another girl, that's cheating.
But do you think it's fair to expect a man not to be attracted to other women or speak to other women?
I didn't say that. You can be attracted because we all have eyes, but you don't have to give the attention, Like, You don't have to go like a girl's picture
Pay
or text
attention
them.
to how someone answers a question. A lot of them, when you ask them something, they just say, "Oh, they just cheat." What did they do? "Oh, they're just doing stuff that like they shouldn't be doing." Anybody who really knows what they're talking about would be able to break down in specific details of what the hell went on. A lot of them just be saying shit. You just talking. That's it. There's no substance in what you're saying. You just talking. Give a real example within detail of what the hell happened. A lot of this be a lot of bullshit because they be on camera and they're not really telling the detailed truth.
Picture or text another girl, you know, whatever, things like that guys do.
How do you know when your relationship's dying?
When my coochie don't get wet for you no more, the relationship is dead. If my coochie don't get wet for you, we're done. Yeah.
So what causes it to dry up?
If you don't do your job, if you don't satisfy me, if you're not paying no bills, if you're just laying around like a roach, baby, I don't need that. I could pay my own shit.
This bitch is trying to have this ghetto city girl attitude that she learned from Megan Thee Stallion. She learned this shit from Cardi B. They learned this shit from them hood rats. What's them hood rats? JT City Girls. This is a learned behavior. They think that it's cute. They think that they're cute when they act like this. You act like that with a bitch ass nigga. You're not acting like that with a damn man of substance, because he's not gonna tolerate that. This is shit that they have been hearing on the internet. They've been seeing these different reels and these different TikTok videos, and they're mimicking what they've seen with this fake ass ghetto-ness.
What do I mean by fake ghetto-ness? See, a lot of you guys are not gonna know what I'm talking about, but there's a population who do know exactly what I'm talking about. They have this fake ass ghetto attitude because they think it's cute. They think it's pretty. They listen to bitches like Ice Spice. They listen to these old ghetto sloppy mud duck hood rat bitches, and they think that that type of behavior is cute. They're never going to try and act like that with a man who they know won't put up with that kind of shit. When they're dealing with a man who they're really into and a man who they really like, they will straighten up their behavior. They will straighten up the way they talk. All of that ghetto old sassy mouth shit will go out the window because it's not really in them to begin with. The tripped out part to me is she's sitting here talking about, yeah, if you're not doing your job, if you ain't paying out bills, if you're not satisfying me, I mean, you can't just be laying around like a roach. You can't just, bitch, shut up. And the interesting thing about women like this, if you were to look at the type of guys who they have dated in the past, the guy who they're describing that they don't want, they have been in relationships with guys just like that. The same guy who she's saying that can't be laying around like a roach, he gotta be doing something, they have dated and been in relationships with guys just like that. And it would not surprise me if she's currently in a relationship with a guy who's just like what she's saying she don't want. I know them. Many of you who are listening to me, you don't know these type of women. I know them.
But what makes it wet?
What makes my coochie wet? A man who provides, a man with a long dick, he better be slanging. And a man who know how to eat some coochie.
I fucking hate that word. This word coochie, it just sounds so nasty. And one thing I've noticed within the past 3 to 5 years is more and more women are starting to say that word. Pay attention to society. Pay attention to the direction that society is moving in. I'm not saying people haven't always said that word, but you hear women saying it more and more these past 3 to 5 years. Coochie. He don't make my coochie wet.
I don't even like to say that word. Not only do I not like to say that word, but it just sounds so nasty. It sounds like something that stank.
So what do you bring to him?
I make my own money. I got my own crib, my own car. I pay for my own groceries.
That's about you. What about him?
I make you a 5-star meal every night. Your motherfucking shower be running when you're come over. I provide a lot. Whatever you want, I'ma cater to it.
You single?
Yeah.
All right. So why don't you have a man?
Because niggas want temporary shit and just want to fuck, so I'm not on that. I'm too busy making money.
You're looking for a serious relationship now,
Yeah.
lifelong.
Yep.
So, if you were to get a man, what would you give him?
You said what?
If you were to get a man, what would you offer him?
I could go bring whatever he brings to the table.
What would you want him to bring?
Energy, effort, time. That's all I ask. I don't ask for money. I make my own money.
So you're fine making more than your man.
Yeah.
So if that's the case,
I've dated niggas who like just got out of jail, so I let them live with me. I fed them, clothed them. Like money don't matter to me.
so why you being the man in the relationship?
Cause I ain't never had no nigga step up. So that's why I'm single right now. Cause I want a man. Like I'm ready to be in my soft girl era.
But why go for the bad boy archetype?
You said what?
But why go for the bad boy archetype?
You like what you like.
Are you single?
I'm single. They're not. I'm engaged.
I'm married.
How long have you been married?
I've been married for 3 years.
And engaged you?
I've been engaged for like the last 7 months, but I've been with my mans for the last 7 years.
What made you commit to your fiance and your husband as opposed to just staying single and finding somebody else?
I'll answer first since, you know.
Okay,
recent.
go ahead. What made you commit? It's recent. Go ahead.
I feel like because somebody, number one, makes you feel safe and makes you feel like home, makes you want to be in a relationship. And I think that's why I committed, because why be single and talk to all these guys when you have somebody who makes you feel safe and be like the person you can be your best person with them.
But you never have crazy arguments with him?
Don't we all?
Of course.
Don't we all? But like, you find somebody who fights with you and fights for you, right? And fights, you know, for you guys,
Yeah,
for both of you.
for each
So-
other.
So why not? Why not?
And for you, why did you commit?
Honestly, the same reason. I feel like me and my husband bring out the best in each other. And even in those moments you were talking about where I feel like we do fight, but like our fights in to make each other better, not to make each other worse. Bruh.
Why haven't you committed to somebody yet?
I have committed. It's just they don't want to commit to me.
So he broke up with you.
No, I broke up with him.
Why'd you break up with him?
Wrongdoing, cheating.
He cheated on you.
Yeah.
What do you think led up to that?
I honestly don't know. I still ask myself that question.
Wow.
It's a good question.
Therapy?
Do you think that's his fault or yours?
For sure his.
Mostly his. Yeah, 100% mostly his. I mean, sometimes I'm like, what did I maybe go wrong? But however, you're the one who stepped out. Yeah.
How did you find out?
A friend. A friend.
Trusted?
Oh, 100. A friend that doesn't even know him.
Did he
It's crazy.
did he admit to it or?
Yeah, after I confronted him. It's crazy. We always say he's not a bad person. He's not. He made a bad decision, made a bad choice. And then that choice ended it. It happens.
Are you single?
Yes.
What do you look for in a man?
Personality.
Personality. What do you think a man looks for in you out here?
Whatever guy that she's dealing with, she knows that she can toy around with him. I want you to notice to where when he asked her, "Are you single?" she said yes. And then later on in the conversation, she began to talk about how she has a man. She does not respect him.
But why should you? A lot of these guys are nothing to respect.
You got a man at home, but you're out here like this?
Because I'm not out there like them bitches.
But you out here shaking ass on 6?
Not for them.
Then for who?
For me and my friends. They like my ass.
Well, look at all the men around here. You don't think
They ain't got shit to do with me.
you don't think that's a mating call?
Bitch, I ain't no animal.
Then what are you?
A woman. The fuck? I'm a woman. I'm not out here to impress no nigga out here. My man is that waiting home for me. And I'm for him.
So he doesn't care that you're shaking ass out here in the middle of the
He
street.
doesn't because I'm not going home with them. I'm going home with him. He picking me up.
See, these are these young, lost bitches. They're lost. And a lot of the things that they say, it completely goes against the grain of logic. but you deal with a little bitch ass nigga who's going to allow you to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Let's just keep it 100. Men who have standards, men who have certain principles that they live by would not allow certain things.
And the interesting thing about that statement is, I've heard women say, a man could never allow me to do something. I'm gonna do as I please. That's a bunch of nonsense. That's a bunch of bullshit. You wait until she finds the guy who she really wants to be with, the guy who she really respects. She's going to do certain things to stay with a guy like that. Many of these women simply know that the guy that they're with, he's not going to drop her ass like a bad habit. She knows that he's not going to disappear. She knows that he's not going to divorce her. She knows that he's spiritually weak. Me personally, if I tell my woman not to do something and she do it anyway, you are disrespecting me. And I'm not putting up with no disrespect from now, bitch. I'm not finna allow these little broads to be playing with me like they be playing with these old suck ass niggas out here. Because when a woman really respects you, she's going to represent you in the proper manner. When a woman really is fucking with you and she respects you, she's going to listen to what you tell her. She's not going to have that rebellion attitude. Most these women, they know that a lot of these guys out here are weak. They know who they can pull certain shit with, and they know who they can't pull it with.
I've seen broads like this, and believe me, it's guys out there having their way with them. So all that talking, I'm not out here for the men. I'm not out here for the men. Right. Tell that to the motherfuckers who don't know better. Put me in front of her. Put me in front of a bitch like this. And watch. Watch if she still sticks to this bullshit she talking on camera and in front of him. Ain't no way in the hell that I'm going to be talking with a woman and she calls me a bitch and I don't check her motherfucking ass. I don't give a fuck about none of the ways that many of you guys think. She is so used to being disrespectful and rude and saying whatever the hell she wanna say to men. She just in his face, bitch, I ain't no animal.
Bitch, I ain't no animal. Bitch, I ain't no animal.
I would have checked that bitch right there on camera. Soon I'm gonna be going out, I'm gonna be doing videos similar to what he's doing. See, it just can't be a guy like me. This is how she talks to her boyfriend. And this is how she talks to a lot of these weak punk ass guys that she's around. And she thinks it's normal. She don't even know him. And she's letting the word bitch fly out of her mouth to this guy and he ain't check her. I wouldn't feel right moving forward if I didn't check her motherfucking ass. Walking past the camera, I got a lot to say. She thinks she look good. She walking past the camera. These bro, they swear that they look good. You can't tell them no different. She thinks she fly. Bitch, keep moving. You ain't fly. You got them damn shorts pulled up over your belly button trying to hide. Let me stop. Cause y'all are too much. You're too much. You think that you so fly and you're not. Keep walking. All that extra shit.
If you like me, would you split the bill with me on the first date too?
Okay, so this is how I think. On the first date, I'd want a man to pay to show that he's willing to put down like a down payment on what could be a relationship.
So the man has to invest that money up front, out the gate.
Yes, he has to invest. That's how I know he's serious.
And how would you show me that you're serious as a woman?
Me giving my time to you is like showing like the first step of commitment.
But I have to give my time.
What time? See, a lot of you dudes, you have made bitches like this feel that they're so special when they're really not. You ever sit and talk with some of these women? The conversation is so fucking boring and infantile, and then they turn around and say, well, he's boring. I can't tell you how many times I've seen these females, they turn around and say, he's boring. You're the one that's actually and legitly boring. There's no conversation skills. Your conversation is horrible. And when I am talking to you, I can't talk to you about anything of substance because your level of thinking isn't there. So I gotta pretty much dumb down my conversation to match you. But I don't blame the women. It's you bitch ass dudes. You made this kind of behavior. You made this kind of thinking.
But I have to give my time too.
Yeah, but like I don't go on a lot of first dates. I'm not that kind of girl. But like if I do give you the time, like I expect it to be like worth it and good. And it shouldn't be a burden for me because at the end of the day, women deserve a lot more than men do.
What makes you feel like that?
Because in society, like, men are already like on the up, like how much they're paid, the pay gap. Y'all, whatever cents y'all are making more than us, that deserves to go to dinner that first day.
You don't think that that's a myth, though? It's just based on individual skills or nepotism?
Okay, the man that I am with should be making more money than I do.
Yeah, but let's talk about the gap, though. You said men earn more, right?
Yeah, they do earn more.
You don't think that's just skill-based?
It's not skill-based, it's a fact. You and me could both be making TikToks, but like, if we were working for like a corporate company for marketing, you would probably be getting paid more than I would.
You know, it's illegal to pay a man more just for the fact that he's a man.
Then why is it happening? Look at the stats. It's not illegal.
Is something that she has been indoctrinated with. She's repeating and regurgitating things that she has heard. And I constantly see certain women, they're repeating that shit that they have heard. They're regurgitating that. Well, a man makes more money than a woman. A man gets paid more than a woman gets paid for doing the same thing. And they don't understand that that shit has been disproven over and over and over again. It has been debunked so many times that it's damn near not even worth it to acknowledge it when a female says it.
You and me could both be making TikToks, but like, if we were working for like a corporate company for marketing, you would probably be getting paid more than I would.
This bitch don't know what she talking about. I worked in a mental health hospital where we had to restrain people. We had to, sometimes we had to deal with very violent individuals. And the men would have to restrain these individuals while the women sit there and watch. They would call a code red or a code green. And sometimes they would say all male staff because that patient was so aggressive and violent and vicious, they would call all male staff to come deal with that violent patient. When these women would see these patients get out of order, I seen one time, man, see, that's why I'm gonna start a section on this channel to where I can tell you guys about certain stories. I seen one crazy nut ass patient, he took this fucking water, he threw it in the nurse's face, right? He was about to hop over the counter and beat the hell out of this damn nurse. Guess who stopped him? I'm telling you, it's easy to say this men and women are equal shit until you actually put in a situation to where you have to live it. I worked in an environment where you can see the difference within men and women. It's night and day. I've seen women, these nurses, they be mouthing off to these patients, getting sassy with them and getting rude with them. These patients, they're already kind of crazy. Man, they used to jump over the damn counter and they would try to attack the nurse. Guess who it was stopping them? Guess who it was preventing them from doing that? It was the men. If those man staff didn't do anything, those patients would have probably beat them damn women to death. But you say that you equal. So if you really were equal, why are you calling men staff to deal with these patients? This shit went on every day. I can tell you guys about a ton of those stories.
Does a man have to make to date you?
You ain't gotta be rich. You just gotta have a good personality, honestly.
You care about the job that he has?
No?
So I could be a drug dealer and you'd still date me if you had a good personality.
Yeah.
Why isn't that a red flag though?
As long as you're good to me.
You don't care about the risks that come in that kind of lifestyle?
No, because when you get somebody, you're gonna take them risk with them, you know what I'm saying?
No, what if I was a policeman? Would you date me then?
Why not? If I liked you.
So you don't care whatsoever?
I don't care.
It could be OnlyFans, it could be...
girl, boy, mixed, gen, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you is. If I like you, I like you. I think if I was a stripper and I had a boyfriend, he would be like, no. But then I wouldn't be with him.
But why are men like that?
Because they're insecure.
Insecure. See, they repeat this same shit over. Insecure. He's insecure. Narcissist. Narcissist. It's the same shit. It's like a learned behavior. It's a learned way of thinking. I can't tell you how many times I've seen women say, well, if he doesn't want to deal with this, or if he doesn't put up with this, he's insecure. Oh, if he's doing this and he's doing this, narcissist. He's a narcissist. Girl, he is a narcissist. They repeat the same shit over and over and over again. Hicks Uncensored.